Good afternoon, dear students. I'm Malohat, and today at our lesson we will speak about education, historical views of education, past, present, and the future of education. In order to understand where we are heading in education, it's important to see how far we have come and how old-fashioned some of our learning tools and habits are. Take a look back at some of the highlights in education as far back as ancient Egypt and join us on a journey into the future to see the next generation of students will learn. Education in the ancient world. Writing was developed in several ancient societies around the globe, including hieroglyphics in Egypt and Phoenician writing system in Greece. The Greeks started using texts intended for education, laying in the groundwork for textbooks' very ancient roots. Homer mentioned writing tablets in one of his tales, hinting that the Greeks had embraced a new way to read and write. The Romans used wax tablets and metal style uses to write so the surfaces could be wiped clean for reuse later. The Egyptians built the Royal Library in Alexandria, the largest and the most significant library in the ancient world. The Romans opened schools to teach children rudimentary skills and socialization. Education in the Middle Ages. The first medieval institutions considered today to be universities were established in France, England, and Italy. They were centers for the study of art, medicine, law, and theology. The seven liberal arts made up the core of students' learning experiences: Latin grammar, rhetoric, logic, arithmetic, astronomy, geometry, and music. The lecture format in education emerged in these medieval universities. Instructors read from a source like a text, and a class full of students took notes on the speech. Education in the Renaissance. Education emphasized professional and scientific studies, essentially to train men to become doctors, theologians, or lawyers. The rise of humanism in the Renaissance emphasized the study of the five humanities: grammar, poetry, history, rhetoric, and moral philosophy. The scientific method was developed. It focused on empirical evidence and set the stages for important contributions to biology, anatomy, and astronomy. Early education in the U.S. Boston Latin School, founded in Massachusetts, became the first public school in the U.S. It still stands as the nation's first existing schools. Computers emerged as a critical part of academics. In the 1960s, educators at Dartmouth transformed the role of computers in education to be one of the academic purpose, rather than strictly research-oriented. Since then, computers have become a central part of learning, both inside and outside of the classroom. When tablets and smartphones were released, they changed the meaning of digital education. Students, educators, and self-learners took their learning materials with them anywhere to study on the go and connect with others around the world. The popularity of virtual degree programs and massive open online courses grew. Educational institutions and others offered two-way digital video, pre-recorded lectures, and more to students online. Social media and blogs have people the opportunity to learn from others anywhere, anytime. Students use social media to connect with others with similar learning interests, and educators embrace these tools to reach their students in new ways, like blogging assignments or Twitter projects. Where education will be 20 years. Open knowledge from open educational resource will replace traditional educational media like textbooks to create a new way to find and consume information. Education will see a resurgence in vocational and professional training to ready the workforce for new roles. The demand for highly specialized learning will continue to grow, and the programs supporting these skills will experience a rebirth. The future will never be without teachers, but over time their roles will evolve. In K-12 schooling, teachers will act as enablers and supporters rather than lecturers and controllers. Technology in both K-12s and higher education will make learning and teaching more effective, faster, and affordable. As a result of great technology, teachers and learning platforms, mid-tier academic institutions will have a hard time adjusting. However, those that embrace technology and content to increase the quality of their education will survive. Textbooks left over from the paper age will become decorative, vintage stables for classrooms as computer monitor stands, food rests, and even clocks. Thank you for your attention.